everyone. My name is Sarah. And to all people listening and watching from their radios, office, homes, and even in the countryside, welcome to Info Talkies. Today, we are going to talk about synthesizing information and various sources. We are going to talk this and discuss this topic with our beautiful, pretty faced guests that their name starts with letter N. Everyone, please welcome Narissa and Nicole. Good day, good day. Yeah, nice to meet
Yes,
you.
nice to meet
Yeah.
you too.
Okay, so are we good now?
Yes.
Are we energized?
Of course.
Yeah. So it's really nice to meeting you here. So yeah, since we are already, we are ready. Yeah, we are already energized. Let's now start talking about synthesizing information and various sources. Yeah, so before we really talk about or we really dig deeper in the topic, of course you must know what does these words stands for, right? Yeah. So from the word synthesizing or its root word synthesis, what do you think is synthesis? Do you have any ideas?
I have an idea. I feel like it refers to combining multiple sources and ideas.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think it's not just that. It is also a composition or a combination of parts or elements to form a whole.
Yeah, so it's like you add this little information and then so that it will be a bigger information.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. And also we need to look for the similarities and differences, right?
Yeah.
So for
Correct.
example, the ice cream is yummy and on the other source the ice cream is not yummy. So the differences between these two topics is that the other information is biased against the ice cream, but the other is biased towards the ice cream, right?
Yeah.
And the similarities is that they both talk about ice cream, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It says here from the MacCombies 2020, synthesis is beyond summarizing ideas from various sources. And after summarizing the text, one must analyze and combine her generalization and conclusion to the analysis made. Since we're now done with the first word synthesis, let's now move on forward to the other word, which is information. Okay, so Nicole, what do you think information is?
Yes, information is the output that results from analyzing, contextualizing, structuring, interpreting, or in other ways processing data. Information brings context to the data, turning what would otherwise be meaningless content into something,
Comprehensible.
yes, and usable.
So, Narissa, what do you think is the difference between information and data?
Okay, so actually, the terms data and information are often used interchangeably. But there are important differences between them
What are those?
because the term data to information it is should be processed and organized.
Organized, yeah,
Yes.
that's right, yeah. At this moment, we are going to mention the types of information.
Okay, so we have factual information. Factual information is an information that solely deals with only facts. It is short and non-explanatory. And do you know what's the best place to find factual information?
What?
It is in the reference books such as encyclopedias and almanacs.
So we also have analytical information. Analytical information is the interpretation of the factual information. So the analytical information questions the factual information. For example, the fact, so for example, this is just an example. The ice cream is yummy. So the question is, the analytical information is, How did the ice cream become so yummy? So it is like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we also have subjective information. Subjective information is based on someone's point of view, such as type of information conveyed by conveyed
Opinions.
into opinions.
Yeah.
If we have subjective information, we also have objective information. Objective information is based on facts and free from bias, although there is some debate about whether any knowledge can ever be truly objective.
So are we good now?
Yes. Yes.
So we already talked about synthesis and information. So we already know what does these words mean and what does these words stands for, right? Yeah. So before we gonna go, I have this catchy move I'm gonna teach you.
So what's the catchy move?
So you just copy me. It's like yum 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 yum. Okay, let's do it. Okay, you point out the camera. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, yum 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 yum. Yeah, it was so much fun. So I think it's time to say goodbye, y'all.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us
inviting
here.
us.
Yeah, thank you for being here
Oh
today.
yeah,
So-
we really have so much fun and we learned something.
Yeah, so everyone, don't miss the next episode. And the next episode will be already talking about synthesizing information and various resources. Sources! I mean sources. No, that's just okay. That's a failure. Okay, let's talk again. Okay, so the next episode will be talking about synthesizing information and various sources. Okay, so at that point they will dig deeper and really talk about like they will dig deeper onto the topic. Yeah, so that's it. Oh my god. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, let's say goodbye.
Okay, everyone, thank you for listening and watching us here in Info Talkies.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Info Talkies. My name is Mohammed and I'll be your host. For those listening at Info Talkies, whether from the office, from the home, or even the countryside, welcome. Here we're welcoming our special guests, Darlene, Cherry, and our last special guest, Derek, Yuri. Let's welcome my guests, shall we? Welcome to the show, Davon. Welcome to the show, Cherry. And lastly, welcome to the show, Yuri. Today we're going to talk about synthesizing information in various sources. Who has an idea for today's topic?
I have my ideas.
Let's hear it from Yuri.
Synthesis. Combine the information from those multiple sources and add your own analysis of the literature. This means that each of your paragraphs will include multiple sources, citations, as well as your ideas and voice.
Absolutely correct! A round of applause! Does anybody else have an idea?
I also have an idea.
Let's hear it from you, Cherry.
Synthesis is not a summary, but summary leads to synthesis. In synthesizing information, we have this formula. Source 1 plus source 2 plus personal ideas or observation equals synthesized idea.
That is absolutely correct. A round of applause! I'll be explaining 3 types of synthesis. Thoroughly. Number 1, a new understanding. Something a reader has not considered before or until reading text. Number 2, a deeper understanding. Becoming more aware or appreciative of an idea after reading the text. And lastly, number 3, a changed understanding. Thinking differently because of the text. Who has an example of synthesizing information?
I have an example.
Let's hear it from Darlene Davon.
Source number 1. Marisa saw a strange man enter the gym this morning. He was dressed in a suit. Source number 2. Caroline was in the gym when a man came in and talked to Coach Carter for several minutes. They walked around looking at some places where paint was chipped and where the bleachers were cracked.
And source number 3. Joseph overheard one of the secretaries in the front of office saying that the superintendent would be visiting today to look at the building and any budget needs for the next year. Synthesis, the superintendent visited the school today and he went to the gym. He talked with Coach Carter, who showed him some areas in the gym that may need renovation or repairing as part of the budget process.
That is absolutely correct! Give a round of applause for my boy Yuri. Let's hear the different methods of synthesizing information according to Cherry Ann.
First, REST method. Read two different sources about the topic and record ideas. E. Edit notes and combine concepts that are similar. S. Synthesize by combining notes with what you already know about the topic. T. Think about your new ideas and connect them to what you already know.
And that is absolutely correct! Give a round of applause!
Second, the add method. A. What the students already know about the topic. D. What the students learned during the debate on the same topic. D. What the students learned during the discussion of the topic. The advantage of add is that it helps you learn to integrate your learning with what you already know and discuss it with others.
That is absolutely correct! Give a round of applause. Information synthesis is the process of analyzing and evaluating information from various sources, making connections between the information found, and combining the recently acquired information with prior knowledge to create something new. Now that we know all this, let's uncover the more precise meaning of synthesizing information across various sources.
Synthesizing information in various sources means to take information from multiple sources, analyze and interpret them together, then present a unified understanding or perspective on a topic, especially combining different viewpoints to create a new cohesive whole.
I'm sorry to say this, but you're absolutely correct. Give a round of applause. It seems this is the end of our Info Talkie show. I hope all of you viewers, whether from the office, from home, or from the countryside, had a wonderful experience viewing our Info Talkie show. And that's Info Talkie. Bye-bye.